coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are John Bond. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah.
YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. As always, a quick thank you for being here today, and you guys already know you're a part of the best damn community here on YouTube, without a doubt. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, you know that silver's had a pretty nice jump in price over the past few weeks. And we stood strong in the 27-28 range for a while, and then we finally broke that magical $30 resistance, topping off at a little over 32 an ounce. Not bad. So what was behind this price increase other than the inflation aspect? Well, with no end in sight to the conflict in the Middle East and Russia's war on Ukraine, investors are continuing to bid up silver prices, along with the value of other precious metals. But here are a couple of the more plausible reasons. Number one, signs of a global economic slowdown have increased demand for safe haven assets like gold, silver, and countries facing economic challenges are contributing quite a bit to this trend. Number two, the China trade war. Tensions like the ongoing trade war between China and the United States impact investor sentiment, and silver tends to perform well during these times. Number three, low supply. Silver supply has been relatively constrained, and mining companies' consolidation and other factors have limited production, which drives up prices. Number four, increased demand. Industrial demand for silver, especially in electronics and renewable energy sectors, has risen, and silver's use in solar panels and electric vehicles contributes to this demand. Number five, silver relative to gold. Some investors find silver more attractive than gold due to its lower price point, and as gold prices rise, silver becomes a more accessible alternative. Number six, political uncertainty. Geopolitical events create uncertainty, prompting investors to seek precious metals like silver, like gold, and also the recent death of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi in a helicopter crash would be another example of uncertain times ahead. And number seven, possible recession. Concerns about a potential recession can lead investors to diversify their portfolios with precious metals to include gold and silver. Now, any of us who've been in the game for even the shortest amount of time are pretty cognizant of the big silver spikes from the past. We all know about 1979 and 1980 and 2011, but up to this point, silver hadn't even crossed over $30 since 2013. So let's go back and take a look at those big price increases and see if we can maybe detect a pattern for silver price after the spike. So we'll start with the 1980 spike where we were right around $50 an ounce. But take a look at that drop. Almost as quickly as it went up, it dropped under 15 bucks. The Hunt Brothers fiasco had a lot to do with that, which explains the quick drop. Unfortunately, though, it stayed low, never going above $15 an ounce until around 2008, where it finally broke that resistance point. That's a grand total of 28 years of price stagnancy. Unbelievable. And, well, then, of course, we saw another big spike in 2011, where it went just about up to $50 an ounce again, before taking another nosedive. But take a look at that dip, that 2011 dip after that, and compare it to the 1980 dip. Now you can see that while the price did go down after another spike, it at least stayed higher than the last. Now let's look at 2024's spike. We can see that everything was pretty quiet right up until April when we broke $27 to $28 an ounce. And this had most of us wondering, could silver finally break that elusive $30 resistance? Yep, well, in May 2024, we finally did. And as of today, May 23rd, we're still holding over that $30 range at $30.72 an ounce, last time I checked. Not bad. Now, looking at those two major price spikes, could that be where we are now here in 2024? Will silver dip but maintain a higher floor, just as it's done for the past two major spikes? Well, I mean, none of us know for sure, but I personally think that's what we'll be seeing at some point this year. Silver possibly, emphasis on possibly, dropping below the $30 mark, but holding a higher floor than in the past, creating a new benchmark per ounce with spikes built in throughout the rest of 2024. Again, just my opinion. Silver could also very well establish a new floor over $30 for all I know, and analysts are calling for just that and looking at all the factors in play. And just for the heck of it, we'll take a look at one last chart, and that's the current gold to silver ratio. As of last night, May 22nd, it was actually under 78 to 1. So at least that's starting to come down a bit, with silver outperforming gold, at least percentage increase wise. Those numbers might have actually changed by now, and certainly by the time some of you watch this video, so take those figures with a grain of salt. The gold and silver ratio was above 90 in January, And analysts at Citigroup say the ratio could drop to below 70 if the Federal Reserve moves forward with interest rate cuts and economic growth stays strong, although they also warn that a slowdown would push the ratio in the other direction. Makes sense. All right, so we're getting ready to close this video out, but before we do, one thing we have to remember is this. Silver is absolutely renowned for its ability to drop hard and drop fast. Its volatile past means its current rally has been viewed, let's say, with some caution by some analysts. Now, I'm not saying this will be the case here with the new price spike, but we have to keep a realistic outlook and just see where it all goes. The factors for a silver price increase are all there, including silver demand versus supply deficit this year being the second highest in history. Also, the potential for inflation to subside, which would encourage the Fed to initiate interest rate cuts in the next few months. And I'll believe that inflation is going down when I actually see it, because right now, prices are absolutely friggin' insane. All right. There you have it. So what are your thoughts on this silver price spike? Do you guys think $30 is the new floor, or will it take another dip below $30 based on past performances? What are your predictions for the highest price in 2024? Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. You guys know I love going through them, so make sure you sound off. That's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, oh yeah, you know what's up.
What do you wanna do with your life?
I want to stack.
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?